the actual high quality recording. So go here, revert. I derped again. First thing I did was grab the bottom two edges, pulled them down, added a loop cut around the waist here, hit escape, added a loop cut vertically, hit escape. Let's change this back to rendered and pull up. I'm going to again go over to the node editor, just make it white, go back to 3D view. Now grab the bottom edges from the loop cut we just created, pull them over and pull it down like so. We're going to move these in probably to we're just going to get the base formation here, so switch over to the faces. Enable the streamcast, so that now you can see everything from right here, because again it doesn't enable itself. Yeah, so great. Alright, now we're going to delete these two faces here, so hit X and delete those faces. And so you see a kind of formation of like baby, if you're wearing, I guess, a ballerina type outfit or a bodysuit type outfit. And we're going to grab these two edges at the top of it there and extrude out. You can hit Z to just pull it straight down if you want to make it maybe a little simpler. And now we're going to start facing things together. So we're going to grab this side here, face. We're going to do the same in the back. Grab there, grab here, and face. And get the base of the legs down. So we're going to extrude straight from there. After we make sure it's evened out, so hit S, Z, then 0. So you make sure it's all even together, then hit extrude and pull down. Oh. And we're going to just make this into an actual circle. So pulling on it. Again, if you don't have loop tools, I believe you want to over loop tools in like the last one or something, you're going to need to enable that in add-ons, which it definitely is there. You go to user preferences. I hate that it's doing that. So make sure that you see what's going on. I'm going to put that down there. So over here in the add-on section and the user preferences, type in loop and you'll see the mesh loop tools. If you don't have it enabled, enable it. Tell it to save user settings and just close it out. And see, I pulled it up because it's actually going to kind of extend it out a lot of the times when you do a circle. So just hit circle and you can just push it back in as you wish. You might need to rotate it also, because as you see, it rotated the whole mesh around that. So it's RZ and rotate it out, and as you can see, it made it kind of larger. But now we're going to get back to the general hips. You're going to, as you can see here, need to start pushing sections in to get the hips not so wide. Unless you want hips like this, then, you know, there you go. And you've got your hips formed on out. As you can see, it's easy to get that changed around to start forming exactly what you potentially want for your character. And the butt. Yes, we need to form the butt. So we're going to add another loop cut, like I said. That's going to go here. And again, we're going to modify the face even more than you had before. We're going to pull that in pretty much as close as possible. That's not just because of the formation of the butt, though. It's for the formation of the general chest area that we will be doing at a later date. You see, it made a crease on the character, so you have to mess around with it and get rid of that crease. Oh, come on. Why isn't shift working? There we go. Silly keyboard. Alright, now where am I pulling out from? I think here. I think here. I did it yesterday to mess around and make sure I had everything set up how I wanted it, and I just forget how I did things. Because I'm a noob like that. Yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna have to mess with it to... That's right. Okay, okay, I'm starting to remember the things. This forms towards the base of the actual butt itself. You pull it out and, of course, mess around with it and form it as you see fit. And everything can always be modified even greater and better after we're done with all this and you add the subdivision to make it look exactly as you specifically desire it to be. But there you go. Overall, you got a basic butt with the character itself. That gets left alone. But I probably need to change Z up, don't I? Yeah. As always, I try to make things decently simple for doing all this, setting it up. I'm gonna have to actually pull down here. Oh, not there. It's just general. Such. It's a little off, kind of, like there's a crease there too that shouldn't be there. But again, general modification, your character as you wish. That does kind of cover the whole waist already, and the butt. I mean, the funny thing is when I do these, they always take longer because at first, because I go through these like the day before I do each stream, and I try to make it as simplistic as possible so that it'll be easier to show you guys. Obviously it works and it's doing exactly as I want. Oh no, not exactly like that. I'm going to go through after I'm done with this. It probably will be next time you come here. I'll have the character body more shaped out than what you see here, so it'll be more towards how I want my character to actually look. But next stream we're going to start doing the hands. And that really covers all of it. I mean, we're recording for about 10 minutes only. Pull that up. But you know what? I'm gonna go more towards just the general shaping of my character. If you wish to stay and watch, that's fine. Oh, that's the other thing I need to actually cover. You'll see here how adding the loop cuts changes everything around while forming the character face. I could have added the loop cuts earlier when I'm looking at it and thinking about it. And I probably should have. Because now I'm gonna have to go through and modify a lot out. It's that or let's see. I was getting pulled too far in. So that would go down more like in over. Trying to not keep it from. There we go. See? I was overly stretching on character itself there. This is as good as the one I did yesterday when I was messing around, but that looks all pointy. The character face, you need to check around and when doing this. Hell, I might just load in the character that I did for yesterday. These are a little too close, maybe. Yeah. So I'm gonna modify it around. And maybe I should have pushed them out to be not quite as far in. So that created a massive, you could say, wrinkle on the character itself, which it really did. I can see how edgy it is. I'm gonna have to actually mess around and pull these out. And I'm gonna have to actually push these in. Almost looks like a really duck face there. I was actually kind of worried about adding these in the beginning when I first made the face. So this is just a little side note of what I have noticed, and I could have added them. I was thinking ahead towards down here in formation of the hips and things, and I was like, well, if I had that, how would I form it properly? And now I'm thinking about it, I would have just deleted the outer faces here and just not the inner ones, obviously. And that would have saved a lot of grief here when doing it. But I made it a lot more grief for myself, and that's just how it is. Whoopsies. It happens. Like I said, or I post on the forums, this is a learning experience for myself as well. So it's not like I know all this stuff. I'm no expert. So as you see here, I'm gonna have to, oops, grab things in. Again, move it back in towards a more natural formation. But it doesn't take too much time, thankfully. It just takes a little time to get out as it should be. God, look how far out it's pointing. That is just so wrong and not right. There we go. Got one thing it does allow for. Oh, let me grab these. God, they're so wrong and off and too close. Too close. They really are just too close in a lot of aspects. Now I have to pull it out. I want the anime nose and oh god. Now it's all like poofy. Woo. Not exactly what I want. More like that. Pull that back some. It's gonna have to be pushed back in some. That was messed up. I have to push it all back in. Grab. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that, that. Just tell it to come apart a little bit. There we go. It's better than it was. Oh, that may be part of my problem. Like, why does the subs look off? I didn't have it set to 3 for some odd reason. I'm like, why does it look more squarey than it should have been? This looks squarey. It's because of, obviously it's still all messed. for making the face. Out a little bit. It's looking better than what I did. If you're just joining in, I already got the base hips formation and the base butt formation set up, and I'm going through and I'm retackling sections of the face that were modified around from adding loop cuts, 2 loop cuts that are vertical. Because I modified the whole thing so it looked all squarey and duck facey. I mean, this is formed out decently better than what it was. I'm gonna still need to pull these out a tiny bit, I think. And you could use that to form that little area inside the nose. I'm probably off about that. Yeah, I am off about that. That's not right. Work on that later. Again, usually you do that after I apply the subdivision. Overall character face looking good. Again, a lot better than what it was after I did that. Oh, 9000. Oh, you can add an outline to the text in here. I thought you could, I just forgot. Alignment, left. There we go. Just checking the general time. Actually, what I'll do is I'll grab... Oh, not there. I'm gonna start getting a better formation of the actual character in general that I would like. Again, down, go back, grab, forward here. I wish I could, I guess I could do it this way. Because of the mirror, it doesn't. Just do a general pull. Like I would like. There we go. To pull back or forward? I'm trying to figure out because it's a little obviously squarey. There's actually a whole section here has to go up. When I look at it. That includes these to pull up in general. Yeah. Okay. Pull that down. That's where the general chest area is, and you see things are starting to kind of form better together than what it was. Alright. I've been streaming for about half an hour now. Get rid of that. Trying to get rid of the crease and everything. Kind of wasted time for most of this because that, again, formation of that, since I knew exactly what I was doing, didn't take remotely the time I was expecting it to. So I'm really actually kind of shocked. The next stream is going to be hands and feet, like I said. That allows for better lip development, as you can see there. That has to go down. And with that there on human lips. So looks a little more, again, added the more mesh, more to mess with, more to change around. The butt's done. Wow, that's a big crease. The butt doesn't get a crease that big. No, definitely not that big. But general formation is obviously, you can say, taking shape. So the butt's done, the waist is done. Next stream is going to be about making an actual hand. Alright, so thanks for coming in, watching the stream. I know a lot of it was kind of filler and me messing with the main, her face, character face and whatnot. But the next one is going to be all about the hands. So we're going to get these stubs to have proper hand formation. I'm going to make sure that the arms are the right length as well. I'll go over how to quickly check that. I might form out the shoulder and forearms a little bit more. Obviously not great detail, just generic so it's not so squarey. Like you can see here, it's ugh. Crap. Make it smaller, just make it more like an actual shoulder forming out. Alright. If you liked what you saw here, please hit that follow button. If you have any comments or things, or you want to message me, go right ahead. I mean, I'm all open, for all ears for suggestions and things. I'm still learning this just as I go along. This is just generic things that I've seen that I've been able to do, and hopefully this teaches someone else, and maybe somebody would come in and give me information on how to do this. And if you've already followed the stream, thanks for following the stream, and I hope you guys come back for more, and I'll see you guys later.